Welcome to WWB Worldwide Broadcast. Welcome back, guys. It's episode 16. As you can see, it's me and Billy. Tyler, he's still kind of busy doing things, but we're all kind of preparing for, we got the Ward Bowl coming up. I was trying to think in the Discord, it's getting kind of crazy in there. They have it. They're posting it. They're getting ready for it. I'm sure everybody's seen, or at least I seen on like YouTube. They had that pretty sick trailer, Billy. I don't know if you've seen that trailer. It was pretty good with the Eternal Dragon and Bugman. I'm not sure how I feel about Bugman being like the face of Ward. But
I like Bugman. Don't hate on Bugman. All right?
I'm not hating, but I just think I don't know. I think another creature. I think another creature could be the face of Ward. But yeah, obviously we're waiting. We're getting ready for the Ward Bowl. Yeah, I think that's kind of where this episode's gonna be going for most of the chat. Like I said, it's the end of the season. We're getting down to it. I'm thinking just as in WWB, we're gonna be doing our next episode after the Ward Bowl. We're gonna be just kind of like going back over the whole season, kind of get our thoughts on it. I think that's gonna be a good time to kind of review and go over all the stuff that kind of happened over the year. Have a little mini review. I think that'll be nice for all of us because I feel like it's just been tournament after tournament and we've been kind of going through it. How do you feel about it, Billy? Oh,
about
he's too
like WWB total, or
well, I just think overall, just with this season of Ward, I guess we could kind of call this like season 1, in my opinion, of like, kind of
it's season 1 for sure.
Yeah, with the Ward Bowl ending, like how do you feel about that?
I'm hyped beyond belief. I mean, I've kind of ever since they announced the Ward Bowl, I'm like, dang, why didn't we do this last time? Like, this is so much better.
Well, and you came in so early you came in so early too, so I'm like kind of curious. It's like, did you ever picture like Ward to like get to like a point like this? Like, I'm assuming when you got in, it was like kind of just like, hey guys, this is like a group of people that are getting into this thing, and it's like now it's grown to this this level. It's like, I don't know. I think it's probably a little different for you than it is for us because like it wasn't as official. I'm sure like when you started doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it was just kind of like, oh, there's tournaments here and there, but like, and people cared about their ranking, but like, the end of the season was just, okay, after the last tournament, who had the most wins, and here you want to know what the prize for number 1 for I'm going to call it season 0 because like, we were in Gen 1, first edition, there wasn't a ton of people playing. Do you know what the prize was for first place?
No, what was Gen 1 prize? I'm kind of curious.
It was just a white T-shirt with the Ward logo on it. That was it. Like,
hey.
I mean, it's fine. Because, I mean, there was no like, no one was shooting for anything other than just glory, right? Like, just to say they had the most wins. So Lucas, of course, won it. He got I think he got 23, 24 wins, over however many tournaments, and he went to all of them. So,
right.
And that was it. Like, there was no prize to shoot for. There was no nothing. There was no.
Hey, what do you mean? The T-shirt, the T-shirt's awesome, and then now, like you said, it's so crazy because now you got the Ward Bowl card. That cool, like I would call it basically like a limited edition. It's probably going to be the one of its only kind, and that's such a crazy prize to have now, right? What's that?
I mean, yeah, it's the card. It's a crazy prize because it's one of a kind. They've only printed one of them, so you will have a one of one whoever wins it, and then it's $500 for first place with a sealed booster box plus an Undead King plus a creator plus a promo. That's first, and then second place is like
it just keeps going on.
I don't remember, but it's a couple $100. A couple packs, right. Either an Undead King or creator, promo you're missing, like it's crazy. And then maybe it's 100 for I don't know. And then third place is $50 in the promo, right? So like,
no, exactly.
That That's great. I mean, like, and it's going to be a big event. I'm pretty excited about it. Plus, it feels right. Like first place shouldn't be who went to the most tournaments because you can brute force your way through getting to the top 10 pretty easily just by showing up. And if you went to 10 tournaments and you won one game each time, let's say you're Brian, you went 1-2, the man himself, but you went to every single tournament. And there was 15 tournaments. Well, 15 wins is like
Right.
sixth place. Like you could brute force your way, and then if you do better than any of them, like all of a sudden you're looking at somewhere higher, like maybe top five, top three.
Yeah,
But
definitely for
that, I
this
mean,
year, like you said, just showing up to tournaments is definitely just a way to kind of qualify. I mean, as you talk about that, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was just thinking it's like, oh yeah, in the future, if they keep continuing like this cycle of like, gotta go to tournaments, gotta place, I think it'll definitely get very competitive about like who's gonna get seeded in the next Ward Bowl if they like continue with this trend. So it's like you said, right now it's nice because like as long as you're showing up to tournaments, you basically got a chance to be in this Ward Bowl. But it's like as it progresses, as Ward gets bigger, it's like that's definitely going to be probably a very like prestigious honor to kind of be put into the Ward Bowl as it is to qualify for it. So I agree with you. It's definitely
yeah,
kind of
I
nice.
mean, even like yourself, like you were fighting for a fourth place, well, really even third place if you could, like on the
Hmm.
last tournament to like see if you can get that first round bye. Like that's a big deal, right? And you got it. So like that's for a tournament with the stakes as it is and like the final rankings. Like you want every little bit of advantage you can get, right?
No,
So that's
exactly.
that's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Plus, you're going to get to like float around and like look at everybody else and watch their play. And be like, oh, okay, cool. I got them coming up next and with the people at their game. But like, okay, I kind of know what I might be going up against. It's a huge advantage. So yeah, you're right. And like the next season two or however they're gonna say it, like I think that people are gonna realize how important seeding is, and the people who want to make an effort to like get to the top, they're gonna do put the effort in.
Yeah, and I think another thing that they were discussing is potentially doing like regions, potentially having like conferences, almost like football or something. Like it is very interesting to see how it is going to go with those kind of things if they keep adding on to these like different ways of like registering and qualifying to get to the Ward Bowl. I am kind of curious if they are going to try to divide up each section so that it's like okay, someone from whatever this conference and here like you have to qualify through those people because it's like if that is the case, most of us are that are in this tournament are from this region, aren't from this area, so it's just like we're all competing against each other. So it's like for right now, it's like this is the kind of the best of the best, right? It's like everybody who's like kind of been in Ward. I mean, obviously Ward still needs to like spread out more throughout the U.S., but it's just like this is kind of the big group of people at the top, and so it's just like it'll be interesting to see if they do that region locking because it's just like okay, now we're all competing against each other for maybe a couple slots to get into the next Ward Bowl. So it's like I don't know what are your thoughts about that like going forward?
I think that's very future looking. Like that, I think that will happen, but not next season. Like it's not big enough yet. So I'd say maybe what's going to happen, if it were my opinion, and I don't know anything. I'm just kind of like
No, give
spitballing
us your
here. Like,
opinion, Billy. That's what this is for. Tell me your opinion.
all
All right.
right, I think Ward's had good steady growth for since the introduction of season two. They've re-released season or Generation Two. They re-released Generation One with Fabricio's art. They're releasing boss decks. We've gotten a little bit of teaser of Generation Three, so like it's a steady growth, and we see it reflected in the player base. So, in my opinion, and like even like the California tournaments, like that's crazy, right? So, we're gonna get some rankings out of that. What I think will happen is we'll start to see more of these tournaments pop up, kind of elsewhere. We'll call it like California, maybe Texas, some in North Carolina. I don't know. Maybe there's a couple stores in New York. Maybe tournaments up there. And if there's enough quantity of tournaments, they'll start to get some players up in the rankings, and then
Right.
maybe, yeah. But I don't think there'll be enough people yet to like kind of divide into regions. There'll still probably be one Ward Bowl for next season, and maybe they do like because like what I've seen, especially with like the tournaments, is they keep they've done like this with the prizes. They've made it really, really worth it to like invest and put your time, and like it's not just you're not getting a t-shirt. Like this is a
Right.
substantial prize, and like I don't know, I made a lot of good friends along the way doing it. So like it's not about the destination, it's the friends you made along the way, whatever.
No, no,
But
I got. I hear you.
no, but no, I think they'll keep increasing like the prizes and like make it a bigger deal. Maybe like the Ward Bowl for next year. Maybe the prize is even bigger, and it'll
Right.
be big enough that'll be worth it for some of these people who are like maybe they're like 12th, 13th in the rankings because they've had enough tournaments outside of Minnesota, and they say, yeah, you know, maybe I can make the trip for the Ward Bowl. I think I'm pretty good. And like then you get some people coming in, and then maybe the season after that is where it starts to regionalize. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's good. Steady growth is a good thing. You don't want to skyrocket too quickly. So
Well, I think I mean
that's kind of happy.
not to bring up so many, a little bit of bad news, but it's like I think that maybe is kind of the point that Ward is getting to a little bit, just because of like right now we're waiting for pre-order. They still they're waiting to like get the next like edition printed on both the sets. It's like they're definitely in a spot where it's like it's good. Like don't get me wrong, selling out is great, and it's like we want that means people are buying the product, but it's like you also do need to like make sure that you're keeping the machine kind of moving, and it's like I don't know, we're kind of in a little bit of a stale spot where it's just like for those people that
I
do
agree.
want to. Yeah, the people that do want to get in, it's like they're kind of at a point right now where they're waiting, and it's like you kind of as we're watching all these stores pop up, they're getting all these people in, and it's like we do have to address it. It's like as much as I want to say it's like, oh yeah, they're probably gonna get that pushed out. I know they keep saying like, oh yep, it's coming, but it's like we do need to get those cards back out in the market for these people to buy, because like you said, all these stores have just gotten added onto their list of stores that they have. So it's like they kind of we need to get those. We need to get the product out again, right? Because it's like I'm right with you, Billy. I think like in a couple years, as long as they keep it moving, and it's not stalling up too much, it's like it's should be in every store throughout the U.S. It's like that. I'm pretty sure that'll be a pretty easy goal for them to accomplish. As long as we're getting there. Like you said. I mean, what are your thoughts? Yeah, I mean, you said you kind of agree. It's like, is that how you feel about it too? Is like kind of need to make sure that we're not stalling out too much, even though it is a good thing, right? I think it's good that they sold out. Like I'm happy for them.
Yeah, I mean, you're correct. You don't want to lose steam when you're got a good thing going. But I think that's also just part of it's a 2-year company maybe. Like they're learning, they're
Right.
growing, they're trying to figure out their supply chain logistics. They're it's not like you can order these things from the manufacturer and they're there in a week. It's a couple month process, I think. So it's going to take some time. So they'll figure out their order points, and they'll figure out their their trajectory and their estimated inventory, and all that stuff. So that's just growing pains, right? I
Right.
will say, like, is Globe sold out a product? Like, y'all don't have anything at all?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they might have a couple like packs left, but like you said, I don't think they're able to get anything else right now that I'm aware of. No, so like you said,
Yeah, I mean, like, so my local store, both. I haven't been to Fox and Mill, but Curious Crow, like they have product right now. It's not a ton, but they got it. So
right.
maybe I think it's some of the. Well, you've been Tyler and Nelson kind of drain Globe, so y'all are you can pick it over once it's there.
I agree with
Uh,
you, and like I
but
said,
maybe
it's a good problem. It's a good problem for
it's
them to have. It's good that people are buying. It's good that it's getting. Like I said, selling out isn't. I don't want people to think it's like, oh, it's like a terrible thing. It's like, no, it's a good problem, but it is still something you want to like eventually be like,
it's a
okay,
problem,
here
yeah.
it is, right? Because it's like I love that what they did with this pre-order, and they're like, here, let's give out more promo cards to all. Hey guys, it's Harry. Uh, we had some technical difficulties after our podcast with the podcast. It crashed. So I was actually trying to run live streaming it on Twitch and also having it be recorded all at the same time, and it made my system crash. So Billy won't be here joining us, but I'm basically just going to kind of recap the ending of the podcast since we weren't able to finish. Um, where we left off, we were talking about just the fact of, having the ward staff getting out those cards, getting out those things. Like I said, we as a community, we're very excited for them to get those things coming out, and it's hard. I get it that they are not a crazy big company. They're still getting all their things figured out, so it's like we have those expectations, but we also want them. Eventually, we need to get that product out again, and I guess that's kind of the main sticking point. That me and Billy were kind of covering. But yeah, like I said, we're really excited for Gen 3. We're really excited for the release of Gen 1 and Gen 2, and hopefully it'll be hitting all the stores. Like I said, they have a bunch of stores that they have added, so we're definitely going to be excited for when all those stores are able to get access to their stock of cards again. And like I said, the fact that they are doing the promos is very nice. At least they're doing something with the pre-orders, waiting for the stuff to come in. So, no, like I said, me and Billy were very excited about that. Moving topics, we have obviously the Ward Bowl. It's a big topic. Me and Billy kind of covered it. We were just thinking our thoughts on it. I think we're very excited. Obviously, me, Billy, Tyler, all of us on the podcast, we're all, the top, 4 on, the top 10 list. So it's like we all are sitting pretty good. We're all looking to definitely get the win at the Ward Bowl, obviously, with all the prizes are and everything. To know we were very excited about the rise of the podcast. They will be streaming the winner will be on their podcast at 7 p.m. after the games, Central Time, obviously. And so if you guys want to view that, you'll definitely get to see who wins the Ward Bowl. Something that's kind of exciting that the Ward staff's doing, just more ways of putting out that content. And the rise of the podcast, Kara and Jeremy are really cool people. And so if you haven't seen their podcast yet, you'll get to meet them. But I just really like that the Ward staff is incorporating a lot of things into the Ward Bowl and just making it a very special and unique event for everything. We talked a little bit about the decks that we thought we'd see there. Obviously, we're probably going to see Perfect Shark, Elkanost, maybe Dragons. The main ones, obviously Billy's got his Iron Squire deck, which is kind of like a mixture of Kraken and Steam Spider and stuff. So there'll be a lot of things going around. Other people, like I said, they have very powerful cards like Creator, Assassins, things. So we're definitely going to have to see what shows up there at the tournament. But yeah, no, like I said, we're very excited for Ward Bowl. I think it's awesome that they're putting on this end of the year like event thing, and really showcasing that it's like, hey, Ward is in the spot now where it's going to be becoming official, becoming a something that everybody is going to get into, that this TCG is growing at a good pace, and just having a big event for everybody to kind of be, going down or getting ready for throughout the year to get to it. It just adds so much to it. And so it's like, yeah, I'm a big fan. Billy's also, obviously, he's just super jacked about the Ward Bowl. I wish he was in here. Like I said, the technical difficulties does suck. But yeah, no, like I said, we're all really happy, and we're all hoping we get that win, because we all want to be on the podcast. We all just want to show how much effort we put into this year, because it's been a long road. We've done a lot of tournaments, so just like having this final ending to it is going to be very satisfying. So we're really excited for the Ward Bowl. Other than that, I think that, like I said, that kind of does like wrap up the podcast. Just like looking forward, in my final thoughts, I know I covered it maybe a little bit earlier in the beginning, but like I definitely want to make the next episode after the Ward Bowl. It's going to be a lot of recapping and just kind of like going over just the season in general. Mainly just the WWB side of it, all the things that we talked about, came up with, kind of the stats of how well we all did. I know maybe have a little bit of rewards and stuff, and give out like honors and things to each other, just the things, we want to support, that it's like, hey, we had a fun time. And I think just kind of like recapping the whole year. Like you said, you had the Gen 2 only, you had Gen 1. We've been doing this podcast now for, a good while, and so it's kind of exciting just to kind of reflect back on everything that we've already done this season. And I thought after the Ward Bowl that kind of concludes season 1 for WWB as well, and so it's like this will kind of be a way for us to just see our progress, and I think it'll be kind of fun, and have all you guys included in it. So that's kind of what to look forward to for the next episode. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna keep going on. I want to keep the WWB as long as Ward is going. I mean, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be talking and streaming it out and getting all of our thoughts out on there. So yeah. But yeah, that's kind of just what we got looking forward to. Like I said, the technical difficulties suck. I'm sure if Billy was here, he'd say something about how much he loves Ward and Turn the Tides, and we're all, really excited. Shout out to Billy. And yeah, like I said, we're definitely all getting really excited. So hopefully, like I said, if you can't make it to the Ward Bowl, it potentially might be streamed, and so definitely watch the stream if you're not from around here. If you are, come and stop by. I mean, they have the address. Get on the Discord. I guess we don't even shout out the Discord that much, but if you are interested in Ward and you're not somebody from the Ward community, get Discord, look up Ward, the trading card game, and boom, there you go. And then now you get all that information, and it's a really good place for, like I said, to keep track of a lot of these events and things that are going on. And so, but like I said, if you're you want to make it, and maybe you're not even in the Ward Bowl, just come and support everybody. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a fun day. We're all really excited for the tournament, and like I said, it's a good ending moment for Ward to end the season. And so I think with that, guys, again, subscribe the video, please. Even though I know we're having a lot of technical difficulties, it all supports us. We're gonna try to fix that up. Don't worry. In the future, I'm definitely gonna make sure that we don't have those big hiccups, because it's obviously a pain in the ass. But anyway, subscribe, follow on Spotify, leave comments, do all that things for us, guys. We really do appreciate it, and hopefully I win the Ward Bowl. But Billy and Tyler, they're gonna try their hardest. But anyway, you guys, we'll see you later.